Today on Teuty's Track Analysis, we have the track of the day for April 21st, Sylvan by AsckiTM. Sylvan is a mixed surface track with its main focus being on the grass and dirt sections. However, there are various parts made of road and one small sausage section. It also contains a couple of effect blocks being reactor boost and reset. The track does have a GPS, and the GPS time is approximately 0.7 of a second faster than the author metal time. It only has a single finish, but there are two slightly alternate paths to it. The safer option will cost you a minimum of 0.2 of a second. There are some speed checks in the track, but even with lower speeds you can continue on, albeit with worse landings. And currently no cuts on the track have been found. As far as the difficulty on the track, I found it to be slightly harder than an average track of the day, rating it a 6 out of 10. This is due to some of the transitions being a little bit more difficult. I completed Sylvan with a time of 43.448. This is roughly half a second ahead of the author medal time of 43.958. The gold medal time on the track was 47 seconds, the silver 53 seconds, and the bronze 1 minute and 6 seconds. Overall, I thought the track was very enjoyable, and on the plus or minus rating scale, I would rate Sylvan a plus+. For the analysis today, we are comparing against the current top time, which was driven by Vixa. They had a time of 42.936, and this is 0.512 ahead of my personal best. At the very start of the track, when you're making this left-hand turn, make sure you touch this reactor boost here, otherwise you'll be at a pretty significant disadvantage. Also, something else that can significantly slow you down here at the start is hitting this penalty grass to the right, so make sure you do your best to avoid that. Then just take it nice and smooth around this first grass corner, leaving somewhere towards the lower right side. The higher left you are here, not only is it just a longer line, it also will set you up worse for the upcoming left-hand turn. And speaking of that turn, here we are. You want to be turning slightly towards the left. This will spin your car a little bit for the correct landing angle. You also want to be aiming for the center, maybe a little bit right of center on this upcoming dirt section. After this, the upcoming section can be a little bit tricky. It's easy to bounce all over the place. So for the best line possible here, really just going right down the center. The wider left you are, the easier this will be, as you'll just have a better direct angle down. But it's extremely easy here to rattle around if you just do not have the correct line. The exit here can be a little bit challenging as well. You got to make sure you are turning towards the left as you are about to leave this platform. This will set you up again for a nice smooth turn. The one thing you have to watch out for here is jumping too far inside towards the left. If you are on a very tight inside line, you will most likely get some airtime going around the turn, and you will probably lose a gear as well. So I wouldn't say the wider the better on that angle, but, you know, it is much safer to take it wide than inside. The next part we will touch upon is right here. You want to make sure you have some downward momentum when going off this sausage block, and then right near the exit, you want to start turning towards the left. Again, the same as the other ones, this will give you a great landing angle, as well as reducing your airtime. It's very easy here to jump way too far and just have to turn way too hard and slow down for the upcoming left-hand turn. It's also easy here to overcommit to the downward momentum and just not be able to make this cleanly at all, jumping too low. Then again, nice and smooth around this entire turn. And again, right here, it's same as all the other jumps. You want to start turning slightly towards the right, so you get a good landing angle for the right-hand turn. After this, we'll see the world record, and I take completely different lines here, with me being on a much tighter inside line, the world record being much further towards the outside. There's honestly not a huge difference between these two turns. The world record will come out with a couple extra speed, but it's not a massive difference. The difference will become even larger here as well. I was just a little too aggressive on my exits. My back wheels will come off the ground for a split second, so this will cost me a few extra speed. And for this entire dirt piece here, really just wanting to ride this upper line, we'll see the world record just goes a little bit higher than I am here, so they'll get a slightly better landing after this piece. And once we get onto this road piece, hopefully you are at a point where you are gearing up into gear 5. It is very possible here to gear up late and have to gear up somewhere on the dirt turn, which is obviously not ideal. And after the dirt section, we'll be hit with one of the speed checks in the track that's immediately followed up by another speed check. but here you want some downward momentum towards the left and hopefully have enough speed to make this jump cleanly. The further left you jump here, the harder time you are going to have making this cleanly. So here, basically, I'm jumping as far to the right as possible while still landing 100% on the road. And then moving up a little bit, this is the other speed check. It's basically just a straight jump. Either you will or you won't have enough speed to make this one cleanly. And then moving on, all we have left is the finishes. And for the riskier parts, you just have to jump in between these two rocks. Not super risky, it's fairly easy to make. And I would recommend this just about every time unless you have extremely low speed. As far as the final thoughts go, I feel I usually just repeat things I've already said throughout the video, and it really doesn't have a ton of purpose. So moving forward, I'm just going to do an outro alongside showing you the world record run by itself, so those of you who can't see it in-game have a chance to see it in full here. Though if I do have something extra that I'd like to say about the track that I didn't get in before, or if I have something to say, about something going on with the channel coming up, then I'll still put that in here. So that'll do it for today's analysis. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Check the description for links to my Twitch and Discord, and be sure to check out all the other Trackmania content on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys on Monday for the next one.